What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Let's give them something to talk about.
It's how about love, right?
What about love?
You gonna go see Heart?
Maybe.
If you do, will you show up late after Cheap Trick?
I saw them last year, Cheap Trick, with Rod Stewart.
Oh, yeah. And that one song they have. You know, that
There's a
70s
couple
show song.
I knew too.
Did anybody
do you want me to
die?
go
Because
in
people
there?
die at Cheap Trick concerts.
Did you hear what he just said? The one song, that 70s show theme is the one Cheap Trick song.
Well, come on.
Hanging out, me. I've seen Cheap Trick.
Unbelievable. The Flame is a #1 hit on Billboard.
It was.
All right, anybody else have one other topic?
Climate change.
Climate change.
Okay,
Let's talk about climate change.
I have one.
All right.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Brady.
Hey, Brady. What are you doing here?
I can't believe we're all in the same studio together. This is so
Can't believe we're in
weird.
the same podcast. This is wild.
And we haven't said anything to each other before this very moment. Oh, hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Brady.
I didn't know how to begin a podcast. It's not usually me. It's weird. Sarah reached out. You can reach out on Spotify and ask us questions and stuff.
Yeah.
Sarah said, would you ever get matching tattoos with your hot tub crew?
No.
I don't even have a tattoo.
Yeah, no.
Of anything.
No.
Good
So that
question.
would be a weird first tattoo.
To do a hot tub thing?
Yes.
What if it was like the three guys' faces on you?
No.
Absolutely not.
What if it's on your ankle so it looks cool?
No.
Okay, tramp stamp.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, Derek doesn't even want to look at our head covers on her gold.
It's true.
Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Let's look at how many other times.
Now, hang on. Let's say Jenny was going to do this.
Yeah.
Would she just get our 3 heads or would she get her own?
Oh, she get our 3 heads.
Yeah, I feel like it would have to be our 3.
And she wouldn't get her own
I
as,
think I'd
as
have
the
to
show?
put myself in
I think
there.
you would have to,
Would
so
you?
it's the whole show.
That's getting
Yes.
clunky. It's
Yeah.
a lot of heads.
Or I put the morning hot tub with Mahler, Rush, and Brady.
Yeah.
Well, it's
And then I
the
just leave
logo.
myself out.
No, but I think...
But you're already there.
But depending on where it is, yeah.
You're right.
Maybe I put like Mahler and Rush on one side and then Brady here, and then I'm the middle.
Yeah.
Get it?
Well, that would have to be on your face.
On your
then.
face?
Let's do it.
Wow.
You'd have to
Exactly.
postpone
Now that's
yourself.
commitment. Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Wow.
I mean, really, what's the downside?
Oh,
There isn't
God.
one. See?
There's so
yeah,
many.
that's good. And then the logo on the forehead.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
I like it.
Can you imagine just picking Rory up from
You're a live billboard.
anything, doing anything?
I love it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but
Yeah.
this sounds very much like a Jenny thing.
Anything for the show,
Yeah,
guys.
what we should have done is not had this conversation. I should have said to Rush and Jenny, I should have said, let's tell Brady we're getting matching tattoos.
Oh.
Then make Brady go first, then we go,
Yes.
no, we're
We're not doing it. Yeah.
That's mean because I would absolutely do that.
I know you would. Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, I'd kind of love it. I would love that. That's so fun.
Then maybe we'll do it, Brady.
Okay.
Wink.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here is the Hot Tub Podcast. Enjoy.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Mumbai police have released a pigeon suspected of being a Chinese spy.
Oh, wow.
The bird was being held for 8 months.
Oh,
It was carrying suspicious
8
rings
months.
and messages when it was found.
Okay.
So I guess this hospital for animals was finally given permission to release the bird on Tuesday.
After interrogation?
Yes. It was caught back in May. The spying charge has been dropped.
Good.
What do you?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. During an investigation, it was discovered that the bird used to take part in racing events in Taiwan. That's why it had what it had on it.
Okay.
The bird is reportadly in good health. which
So
is
he was
great
just, he's an
news.
athlete.
I mean,
Right.
or he
is
could
an
be a
athlete.
spy, and
Could
he really played it well.
Maybe he's
yes,
very good. Yeah, he
Exactly.
could be very good.
Yeah, had like a headband on, like a sweatband, really owning the part.
Yeah, I get it. Sure. As an athlete. Yes.
That interrogation would have been exhausting.
I mean, I get it, though. Like, you can train birds. Brady and I used to watch that documentary, Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
where they used to send ravens
Sure.
back and forth to deliver
in
messages.
That other documentary, Harry Potter, they
Yeah.
would use owls.
Owls. Yeah, we've seen all the dogs.
Sure, you
so,
can do
I mean,
that.
this is possible.
Well, if they thought it was a spy, though, like after 8 months, like, don't you just, like, I don't know, give it some poison bird seed and just call it a day?
No, because you want to get all the
Can't.
information you can.
That's it.
That's true too.
But then they
Yeah.
release the bird.
Can't kill the messenger.
That's right.
I don't know. This feels like a point for the birds aren't real people. The people that don't believe they believe that
right.
all the birds are just government spies. They're all just
Right.
like little
Well,
cameras.
first of all,
They're fake.
we've never been proven wrong. I mean, they've never been proven wrong.
I have no proof that birds are real.
No, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. This poor bird, though, just wanted to be with his fam.
Right.
You know,
He'll never
Couldn't
find
help.
them again now.
Oh, we don't
Brady,
know that.
what's
Yeah.
the lifespan of a pigeon?
Oh, sure.
Because, I mean, is this a significant part of the pigeon's
It
life?
was 8 months,
Yeah.
right?
Wild pigeon.
Yeah, I would think, though, it must be close to death,
Wasn't
right?
wild,
No,
though.
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah,
and
but-
this
no, but
pigeon
we're still
wasn't
talking.
wild.
Yeah.
It was
Like-
a trained pigeon.
Okay.
20% of its life has been in lockup. That's not fun.
And this is
Right.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
About 6
Significant.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a lot.
I'm going to sue the government, I bet.
Or you don't know that the pigeon's
It's a
not already...
litigious pigeon.
Yeah, it wasn't 5 years old when it got locked up, and now it just flew out and then just died.
Oh.
Right, yeah.
Imagine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
I can actually imagine a pigeon dying.
we do know that the pigeon had lived a life because either a life as a spy or
Yeah.
a super spy,
Right.
but potentially as just an athlete as well. So, yeah.
I mean, it
this
could have been
is-
both. He could have been an athlete and then got recruited to be a
Sure.
spy.
Right.
In
You know
which
what I
case,
mean?
this pigeon is probably in his golden years.
Right.
In all seriousness, though, I think I'd be a good spy.
Nope.
No.
Oh, my God.
I don't think any of us would be good spies.
No, we'd
I-
all
I
be
would be
terrible.
great.
Maybe Rush.
You think you would be?
Yeah.
Why?
You'd have no idea.
Oh,
I'd
Well,
be so like low key.
You know?
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I'd
would-
be
you
so
would not.
bad.
No.
They'd ask me one question, I'm like, all right, you got
Yes.
me.
Oh, Jenny would be terrible.
Yeah.
You'd definitely be the worst. Mahler, you have to go out and do things to be a spy. I don't know if you'd want to do that.
No, but I lead the life, or I give you guys the impression I never do anything when I could be out doing tons
But
of
that
stuff.
is not the impression you give. You actually do nothing. It is not
You don't
to
know
say
that.
We do.
I say that to you on the
Yeah.
air, and then you don't see me till the next morning.
Based on all the shows you've recommended, you don't have time to be a
You don't-
spy.
Yeah, no,
Sure I am. I'm in the car all the time just watching whatever
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
watching.
Which again
Right.
makes you a very bad spy because all you do is drive around and
or
watch shows.
maybe his handler, maybe his Alfred is like, okay, here's the show, here's the recap of the show. Jenny will like it.
He's not
you know?
Batman.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically- we don't know that.
I'm getting debriefed every
right,
morning.
exactly. On shows,
Yeah.
it's your alibi.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of Alfred, when is Handmaid's Tale back?
Okay.
And we've lost Jenny.
See, but I knew she was going to say that.
Yeah.
Did you know that Elizabeth Moss has just announced her pregnancy?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hang on. And it's just into my ear. Yeah. And she's due soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
there
had
you
no
go.
idea.
He
So
was-
she kept that
He
quiet
was
for a
being
while.
he was being a spy and getting information through giant headphones that everybody can see.
But it's true.
it completely.
I got fed this morning that Elizabeth Moss is pregnant.
pregnant, yeah.
I knew you'd bring
Yes.
this up, and boom, I just
Wow, you're
put
a
it on
spy.
there.
You're
you
a
go.
mind-reading spy. That's amazing.
And again, if you are a spy, you now just told everybody that you're a spy and how
Yeah,
you
but
get
would
your
a spy do
information.
that? No.
Yes.
Oh.
A spy wouldn't. Now I'm
Yeah.
Team Mahler as a spy.
No, you're right, because he's not a spy and would be a bad one.
Oh, see, that's what I want you to believe. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's playing out perfectly.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
Totally.
All going according
Can I
to
be the
plan.
Robin to your Batman?
He's not Batman.
No, he's not Batman. Batman wasn't a spy.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea though of having an Alfred and then a little Brady Jones
No,
with you.
you just want costumes.
If you're a good spy, you'd know when Handmaid's Tale was back.
Just what am I going to do with all the
No.
spandex?
No, he wouldn't.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Well, as you guys know, you can pretty much get any TV show that's ever aired at any point in time
Yeah.
in the history
Oh,
of
yeah.
television
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's through a streaming service or you do it illegally.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can pretty much
You
grab
can get
whatever
pretty
you
much
want.
yeah, they're all at.
yeah.
And we tend to bother and tease our little friend Rush a lot about some of the shows that he watches. Let me just recap
Sure.
some of the shows
yeah,
Okay.
sure.
he does watch. He enjoys all the Law and Orders.
You betcha. Oh, yeah,
In fact, the
definitely.
new Law and Order Toronto one is debuting when, Rush? Is that like 2 weeks?
Something like that soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you love it.
Well, I was watching a trailer for it, and my wife said, "Well, you know what? She said that looks good. It doesn't look Canadian." I said, "Doesn't matter. Have to watch it."
Oh my God! You
And I
don't,
will.
man.
It could have looked terrible.
It
and you're
could have,
still
and I still
watching
have to watch
Yeah.
it.
And on a side note, the original Mothership Law and Order show is losing Sam Waterston.
It is indeed.
After he's been on for like forever.
He's been
right?
on for since Ben Stone left.
Ah.
Who's that?
He was the original DA that Jack McCoy replaced. Yeah. What was it? Michael. And what was his name?
He was
You're
Canadian.
asking us?
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, Michael somebody.
Yeah.
Started with an O?
Yeah, maybe something like he.
Yeah.
Anyway, he left, and then Sam Waterston came in. So he's been on for a long time.
How old is Sam? Sam's got to be like 80-some, right?
At Leo in his 70s, yeah.
Okay.
But I
Yeah,
can understand why he's leaving the
He's
show.
in his 80s, which is
Okay. It's
he's
time.
83.
Okay, yeah, it's time to.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to paint the picture here. So Law and Order, which has been on for 150 years, and Rush has watched every
Yes.
spin-off
Seen every-
everywhere along the way.
bet-
Law and Order is older than I am.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, neat is a word.
Yeah.
Okay, so and Rush, also one of his favorite shows of all time, Quantum Leap.
Absolutely.
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
That was from the 80s as well.
Yeah.
And do you watch the new version
I
of
do.
Quantum
Yeah.
Leap?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
have to. Yeah.
Well, I don't
You don't.
understand. What is
Well, yeah,
the show
I watch
about?
It's a guy that travels through time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't
It's a
believe you
network
watched
show.
that.
That's
It is a
what I mean.
network show, yes.
Yeah, Rush
Okay.
is only keeping NBC in
That's
business.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Right.
Rush.
Rush and everyone's dad.
That's right,
That's what it is.
Now, on the show, we've also said that Rush and his lovely bride, Lisa, watch rerun after rerun of Seinfeld.
A lot of Seinfeld.
Right.
By
Yeah.
the way, Seinfeld debuted in 1989.
It's true, it did. And still holds up. I mean, it's not just me. Brady watches Seinfeld every night.
I dabble.
You dabble? Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
We've moved on to Millionaire Matchmaker.
Great
Sleep
show.
show.
Well,
So
No.
good.
So, have I painted a picture of Rush
Right.
and his TV
Yes.
watching?
Pretty much,
habit?
yeah.
Very
Yes.
much so,
Yeah,
yes.
classic NBC.
And so, on top of all of that, Rush also, for some reason, and I think his wife got in on this, you started watching old episodes of The Love Boat.
Love the Love Boat. You can watch that on Prime.
Never ends this list.
Yeah.
I thought you
It
were done.
doesn't.
No, so The Love Boat it had an iconic theme. Do you have that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We're expecting you.
Oh God.
Now, this was on a streaming service? Or
Yeah, this is on Prime.
Prime.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
Okay.
And
So you guys can watch it too.
was there 10 seasons more?
I think 10 or 11.
10
Okay.
seasons, yeah.
10 seasons, okay.
And you watched them all?
I haven't watched them all yet.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
on season 6.
Oh my God.
Oh my
So this
God.
is what you're actively watching? Like this is your show?
Yeah, well, like we don't watch them all that often, but we're probably like an
So
episode or
it's
two a week.
cliffhangers, eh? Yeah.
So we watch that. We tend to skip over the two-parters that were like 2-hour special episodes when they aired.
Yeah.
Because they're very different. They're very TV movie-like, and back then, they're very different. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
You have
reading
your
here-
limits, is what you're saying.
Right.
But literally anybody who was anybody back in the early 80s
Was on the Love Boat.
Was on the Love Boat. Like
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox was on the Love Boat.
Tom
at one
Hanks.
point. Tom Hanks was on the Love
Wow.
Boat.
No way.
Yeah.
The woman who played Mrs. Brady was on the Love Boat like 150 times.
Are there ever like celebrities that come on that you just don't like recognize? Or you're like, oh, that must be a famous person.
But you
I just
recognize
don't know
them from
who.
the time,
We
right?
recognize
Yeah.
them from the time, and also if there's someone like that, we'll often like at the beginning because they'll say who's on it at the
Right.
very beginning. They'll say
Gotcha.
guest star. So we'll pause it and sometimes we'll IMDb who they are. Yeah, it's
Well, hey,
fun.
I love that you and your wife
Yeah.
have something in
Yeah.
common.
I mean, and
Cute.
don't get me wrong. When I started watching it, I told my wife, I said, "Oh, you have to watch The Love Boat." She goes, "Really?" And then I said, "Just give it a shot." She says, "Is it good?" And I said, "No, it is not. But we're going to watch it." So we watched an episode, and she was sort of on her phone and half looking at it.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
can tell. I'm like, "Oh, she's into this." And then so a couple days later, we're flipping through, and she's like, "Damn it." And I said, "What?" She says, "You want to watch a Love Boat?" I said, "Yes, I do." And she was hooked.
so ultimately, if you're a listener here, you're saying, why are you bringing all
Yes.
this
Yes.
up, Mueller?
Yeah.
Well, I know you and your wife are into adventures. Are
Yeah,
you ready
sure.
for this?
Here we go.
Princess Cruises will set sail this August, Rush,
Uh-huh.
with cast members from the original
Oh
series.
my God.
Oh
You
my
have
God.
to go.
Yep.
You
You
have
You can spend 7 days
Uh-huh.
at sea with Doc, the
Uh-huh.
actor, the real Doc.
Yep.
Gopher, Isaac, your bartender,
Yeah.
and Vicky Stubing.
There you go.
Now, Gavin McLeod, who was Captain Stubing, died in 2021.
Yeah,
yeah.
And Lauren Tews, who
Yeah.
played cruise director Julie,
Yeah.
she's with us still. She's 70. No word if she's going to do the cruise
Yeah.
as
Oh,
well
man.
at this
Well,
point.
she left the show after season 6. She had, she did, like the actress, she had a massive cocaine addiction.
Oh,
and so
boy.
they wrote her off the show.
They didn't-
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't write it into an episode.
They didn't. No, they just. I believe she left the show, and they did it like she left them a letter that said she left to get married.
Okay.
We haven't gotten there yet.
They make her walk the plank
Yeah,
off the cruise ship.
basically. Yeah.
Now, the official dates are August 31st through September 7th. The boat set sail from New York City. That's where I went from my last cruise. And it stops in New England and Canada.
That's
the
awesome.
Canadian area.
Okay.
Activities will include meet and greets and photo ops.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus vow renewal ceremonies officiated
Oh, that's fun.
by the cast.
You guys need to do this.
I mean, that's
you
pretty
do.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why they're not. They should be going out of L.A. and going to Acapulco. That's honestly. The thing is, if you ever watch The Love Boat, it's funny.
Never.
With all the things that happened, it's a 3-day cruise. Everything happens in 3 days. People
Really?
get married left and right. It's 3 days.
Was the whole series
The
or every
whole
season?
series.
No, like every episode is over 3 days.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
thought you meant all 6 seasons.
Oh, no.
And I'm like,
No,
that's
no,
the
no, no.
longest day ever.
My God, no.
So to renew your vows with Lisa.
That's not bad.
And being
Yeah.
officiated by Gopher.
Yeah.
I think it's the greatest thing I've
that's
ever
And
pretty
heard.
fun.
you're
That's
going to
not
be
bad.
surrounded by a bunch of old people who are already on your schedule.
That's true.
Dinner at
You're
4.
right.
Yeah.
You know?
Look, the average age for like a typical cruise is about 180. On this cruise, it's even higher.
That's true. Like we would be the young whippersnappers.
Of
the
course
cruise.
you
Yeah.
would,
You
yeah.
wouldn't be
Absolutely.
acting like it,
And
but
you know
you
what?
just look
That
it.
means you get your own storyline.
That's true. Absolutely.
Anyway, Rush, I think this would be a fun little thing. I don't know the cost. Maybe
Yeah.
it's through the roof. But you and Lisa would have a ball
This is
on
great.
that cruise.
Yeah. I mean, if we're ever going to do a cruise, this is the one to
Yes.
go
Oh
on.
yeah, no kidding.
So
Absolutely.
once again, set sail August 31st out of New York
There
City.
you
I
go.
love
Do
this.
it. Do it. Just do it for the show.
What if we could
Do it
expense
for the show.
Yeah. This is a
You know-
storyline we can use for years.
Just think about it. All the crap we give Jenny, we can
Yeah.
get
Seriously.
Yeah.
like an Amazon package for Jenny once a week. We can surely send Rush
would
on the
think.
love boat.
Come on.
Think of the social media content. Rush playing bingo. Rush watching people renew vows.
Shuffleboard.
Yeah.
I love this. I mean, there'll be some drama halfway through, but that's how it always works.
Oh, sure,
but
yeah.
it'll work out. It always does.
Rush back at the buffet line.
He comes back and now he's always got like a tissue in his pocket and Werther's Originals and
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
All right, we're going to get a lot of the, I think a lot of the Jennies in the audience listening right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Very sentimentally gooey inside. Here we go. Brady,
Okay.
hit it, please.
Oh, I love this song so much.
This from the film
Righteous Brothers.
Ghost.
yeah, sure, in that famous scene, right?
Yeah.
Well,
They do
before
the
Ghost,
pottery.
it was just a song.
It was
Yeah.
a
Right,
Righteous
yeah.
Brothers song.
Yeah.
So good. Said that already.
But still is a Righteous Brothers
Yeah,
song.
it continues to be that.
And it will always be a Righteous Brothers song.
I love it.
Ghost, I think, 1990?
89?
I want to say 90.
1990, yeah, I nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it still holds up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Willie
Sure.
Lopez. He's the bad guy.
I imagine the effects are a little.
Oh, they're bad.
cheeseball.
Like, especially at the end when the demons come to grab him. Spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
yes,
And they,
yeah.
like, peel off the ground, and they're like, they look like little cartoon
No, you
demons.
were young when you saw it.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, that scared the heck
so
out
it
of
was
me.
scary.
Yes.
You
Oh,
watch
God,
it now
yeah.
and it's less scary.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
It's almost a joke. Yeah. They should really go in and, like, touch it up.
yeah.
And I don't think they should remake it.
No.
No.
I don't
No.
think so. It's just leave it alone.
Yes.
Well, so Demi Moore is making the rounds right now on talk shows because she's got a new show on FX called Feud. And but she was asked obviously about some of her past movies like Ghost.
Yeah.
And she says she filmed it alongside her late co-star Patrick Swayze. They shared a lot together, including that one scene where they were making the pottery
Yeah, that's
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
the
Where that
classic
song-
scene.
Big
Yeah.
iconic
Right.
scene, yes.
Yeah.
Gives me anxiety, it's so messy.
Was it Hot Shots that made fun of that
Yeah,
movie?
it was
yeah.
Hot Shots, yeah. Setting clay flying everywhere. Yeah. That was great.
Well, Demi Moore says that she still has the clay pots to this day.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
wow.
That she actually made on the wheel. She has no idea why. She says they're some of the saddest looking things ever. They're pitiful, but she's still got them.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think she
what
should
a cool
sell
memory.
them off for charity.
Yeah, good idea. Well, especially if she said, I'd put a little bit in there.
Sure. Do you
That'd
think
be
she
neat.
uses them? Do you think like there's anything
No.
in them?
No.
But they're
I
probably
think
just sitting in a
they're
box.
in a
Garage.
box, yeah.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. I love this.
It's hard. Have you guys ever tried throwing? It's hard doing the.
Throwing?
I did
Yeah, that's what
a
it's called.
pottery class like on March break when I was like 8. And like I made, like every kid did,
Yeah,
I
an
made an ashtray.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
yeah.
I think I made
And who was the special girl who made the ashtray with you?
yeah. We all just sat down and But I think I made a jewelry box thing that
Yeah.
was a bird that was terrible,
wow.
and an ashtray. And I think that's what everybody made in the class, and they
Right.
were awful. And I don't think my mother kept them.
I have stuff. I took a throwing class in college, and it was like an actual 4-credit class. And I remember it was super early. It was like Friday mornings at like 8 a.m. So Thursdays were the time in college to go out drinking. So it was a terrible
Oh,
class every
yeah.
Friday. But yeah, I have a bunch of stuff.
Soothing.
Man, how do you get out of bed for that?
Oh,
Right?
it's
So you wake up, oh, what do I have to do? Oh, I'm making pottery.
making
I
pottery.
didn't get out
Wow.
of bed for like the classes I needed in order to
Right.
move on to like
Yeah.
second
Oh,
year.
it's
Yeah.
brutal.
So I dropped out. But anyway,
By the way, Brady, how often did you get out of bed for that class?
Oh, half the time.
Okay.
Half the time, every time.
don't you want your own pottery studio though?
No.
Oh, I do. I just want like a studio. I tried the painting thing. I bought all. Here we go. I bought all the supplies. This
Oh,
is like
yeah.
beginning of the pandemic, right? And everybody's trying new things. Instead of baking bread, I wanted to paint. And I painted one thing, and I was trying to be like abstract. And it looked like Rory's like art from kindergarten. It
So
was
you-
so
So
bad.
you were no. It takes time.
Yeah,
But you know,
I didn't want
was-
to take a
Did you think
course.
there was like a nugget of talent there?
I really did. I thought I'm gonna have these masterpieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to come to you. You're just going to
Yeah.
be amazing.
Exactly, and I was
Right.
using all primary colors.
But art's very subjective. Maybe it was nice.
It was terrible. It was so bad.
Oh, you got to not use your
trying to be
fingers,
positive.
Jenny.
I know,
Use the
and then I was getting
brushes.
impatient, and then I started getting on, okay, so now I'm going to sell the art stuff. And then I was like, imagine having a pottery studio. I should probably try it first. You know?
Before you actually build a studio and buy a kiln.
Your best thing is actually just to plug in a Google speaker. You just want the Righteous Brothers.
Right, yeah.
Give me something warm to put my hands in.
Whoa, hang on. Hey,
There you go. Now you're talking.
all right.
I was like you, Rush. I think I took. You had to take a pottery course in high school or whatever it was.
yeah.
And we had the kiln in our homeroom in grade 7.
Right.
Wow.
And so all day, all we smelled was pot cooking.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's awful.
That's all it was. We were the central place for all the pottery.
And so messy,
yeah.
too.
Yes.
Oh my God, it was terrible.
Yes.
You know what? I just want a room where there's a hook and I have to put on an apron when I walk in. I feel important.
That could
I
be
mean,
the
you can do
kitchen.
that. Yeah.
So you want a hook and an apron.
And an apron, and
Okay.
then something that I have to do that I get messy.
Kitchen cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's just too norm. That's
Oh.
what I
So you
do.
need
It's not-
something
yeah,
different.
I need something different where I have a studio
Yeah.
that has a hook with
Yeah.
an apron.
And you
I have
want
to-
Derek shirtless, and you want to wrap around him.
Yeah.
Picturing Derek in a pottery thing. That's the greatest visual. Yeah, we'd be talking about attack angle and whatever else golf related. It would be terrible. He's just not that guy.
I feel like he's got
Pottery
delicate
guy.
hands. He'd be able
He
to
does
get
have
in there.
very soft
Yeah.
hands. He does.
He
yeah.
did nothing wrong, and he's just permanently under the bus here.
Can you picture him sitting at a pottery
I
musical?
feel like Derek's as manly.
Absolutely.
He's as manly as Patrick Swayze.
Sure he is.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 Right?
He's a manly guy.
Right.
Sure he is.
In some ways.
So is Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's just not a pottery guy.
No.
Well, no, I don't think Patrick Swayze was his first choice.
No.
I think he went in there to, fool around with the me more. I think that was the whole plan.
Pretty much.
You don't know that he didn't love it. Maybe he was annoyed. He wanted to finish the ashtray.
Although I'll say every single movie Patrick Swayze was in where he was supposed to be a tough guy,
Yeah.
there's always a scene where he's dancing. He's dancing in every movie.
Did he dance in Roadhouse?
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
yeah.
And he danced
Yes.
in The Outsiders. He
Okay.
danced in every movie he was supposed to be a
danced in
tough
The
guy.
Outside.
Well,
Yes.
he was also a dancer.
Yeah.
He
That was his
yeah,
jam.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
also, he did a sort of flip thing over a fence in The Outsiders too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know because he's
I never
Patrick
saw
Swayze.
it.
Yeah.
What's the premise of that movie?
The Outsiders?
Oh,
Yeah.
good book.
What's
Just
it?
a gang.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bunch of teenagers.
The Greasers and the Socias.
Sure. Pony
Right.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pony Boy. Indeed.
And Soda Pop.
Yeah, soda pop.
Everybody was in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
If you look
Joe-
at the cast of that
Was
movie,
Joe Biden in that? 'Cause
Joe
it
Biden
sounds
was in that movie,
Sounds
yes.
like his friend Soda Pop.
Soda Pop.
Pony Boy.
Anyway, Demi Moore still has her stuff, Jenny. If it goes online, I'll be letting you know instantly so you
Okay.
can bid on
Yeah.
that weird
Thank you
pot
so
that
much.
they,
I will. I would too. And then maybe it'll inspire me to open a studio.
Or put up
Oh
a
my
hook.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Jane
an
is going to buy a
apron.
kiln and smocks this afternoon.
I wonder if they're expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, starving, like
Yeah,
really
for
hungry?
Sure.
Maybe you grab something to eat, and then go back to bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, I have some of the best late night snacks to choose from. This is according to this is serious, guys.
What?
Yeah, this list is a serious list. I am not a middle of the night eater or wake up and eat person. Are you guys actually?
Not,
No.
not
Yeah.
usually.
No. Not really.
You are right?
You
No, sorry,
Oh.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Do you know anybody that is?
No.
No.
I know some people sleepwalk eat. Like that's a thing. They sleep eat.
eating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which that would scare me.
Yeah,
Although
well-
I've done weird stuff like put a pillow in the fridge and didn't remember until I went to get milk for my coffee the next day.
There
And
you
I
go.
never remembered. I was like, why is there a pillow in the fridge? Well, I must have been sleepwalking. Anyway, here are apparently the best snacks that you should be eating in the middle of the night if you wake up.
Okay.
Sliced turkey breast. The protein should hold you off, hunger-wise. Until
I
the
would
next
assume
morning.
it's probably a leftover and it's already sliced and in the fridge because if you're pulling things out and actually slicing things, don't do that in the middle of the night.
Oh, cheese and crackers. Any combo of protein and fiber is a good thing.
What is this list? Where is this coming from?
I don't know.
this is
It
a bad
doesn't
list.
say. I'm not done. Vegetables and hummus.
Okay. So
don't
they're
really
actually
get
talking about
anything.
pulling out a knife and chopping things up here.
Yeah. Banana and nut butter.
Was there not any other stories
No,
we
you
could have
have a
talked
peek.
about?
I'm telling you, I couldn't find anything.
You couldn't have thought that we were going to let this go, though.
No,
Okay.
I definitely knew that this was coming.
Okay,
some
good.
some version of
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And finally, cereal and milk. As long as it's whole grain, low sugar. Like you don't want to go like Captain Crunch, in the middle of the
Won't
night.
tear up your mouth.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
half
love
of these
Captain
things are
Crunch.
like all crummy as well. Like,
Yes.
Well,
like
it's so much work.
yeah.
Well, I also don't think these are. Like this list, the way it was set up, it was like, what are you going to grab and bring to bed with you?
Yeah.
You're not bringing any of these things to your bedroom.
no.
Like
I'd
no
bring
one's bringing
all of these things to my bedroom.
turkey breasts and cheese and crackers. No,
Absolutely.
No.
Do you know what I've eaten in my
Do you,
bed?
do you have TV trays in your bedroom?
No. Thought of
How come you don't though? Because you eat so much
No,
in your
like
bed.
we do picnic nights. Like on
Yeah.
a Friday, we'll go up to bed early, and then
Yeah.
we put out a big picnic blanket on the bed, so we don't get anything on the duvet, right?
Okay.
except
and
the
then
picnic blanket.
But why not get the TV trays? It would be so much more comfy
but
for
TV
you.
trays, like, what do you do with them? Like, where do they
You
go?
collapse them and put them under the bed.
But then I'd have to sit at the edge of my bed. I like to.
You lie and just put them.
Oh,
like,
you
right
mean
there.
those? Like, yes, okay. So those I've thought of. I'm picturing the ones that go like under your chair or something. Like they've got
Yeah.
like a little, I don't know, what do you call that? Like legs.
Oh,
and then
okay.
that's
Like the
how. So
TV
that's what I was
dinners.
picturing.
No.
Yeah.
Do you
no.
just want to move into a hospital? Like you basically got a hospital bed.
It does go up and down.
If you could have a thing
Wonderful.
that was on wheels that sort of moves over,
Yeah.
and so you have the table that goes above you
right?
in the bed.
Yes.
And then you say,
Yeah.
Derek, wheel me to the window. I want to see what it's like outside.
Wheel me to work more like.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're really on your way to that.
But you should love your bedroom.
No, that's
Sure.
true. Yeah.
You
go
know,
ahead.
it's,
But you also shouldn't eat a buffet in your bed.
Yeah.
says who?
Society. You're gonna go
think
society.
doctors-
We
Doctors would
literally
say
we
you
have done
shouldn't-
fajitas in the
no,
bedroom.
no,
yeah,
no.
it's
That's
awesome.
just
I'm
too
not even
much.
kidding.
So you've had pasta in
Walking
bed?
right- Oh God, yeah.
But-
you name it, I've eaten it.
Do an ice like that too, please. Thank you.
Really?
But fajitas specifically smell like they've got such a pungent smell.
Forever. And if you're in it, you don't smell it.
But are they sizzling in your bed?
Oh no, we do it. We put it on like we. Okay, so there's I have a big dresser.
Yeah.
And we line it up kind of buffet style.
Oh
make our
my
fajitas.
Really?
And then we take our plates
I
to
mean,
bed.
I get the idea. If you've got things set up in your kitchen, you make a plate and then you bring the plate up to bed. I mean,
It's
I wouldn't do it, but I
special.
get that.
But
And
she has
it's
a buffet in
different.
her
But you're
room.
setting up a
Yes,
buffet.
And you're jealous. I know you are.
No. Do you have a hot plate set up to keep things warm?
That's not a
on the
terrible
dresser?
idea.
Yeah, it is.
Do you have a sneeze guard in your bedroom?
Shit.
No, I'm telling you guys, it's great.
No,
And
it's
tourists
not.
from Missouri that
wonderful.
walk through every so often.
I love it.
It's
love it.
terrible. It's just too much.
No, there's nothing. I'm telling you. I'm trying to think if there's anything I wouldn't actually eat. in my bed.
It's not better. You thought it was, but it's not.
There's nothing you wouldn't eat in bed. All right, well,
No, really.
you're the one keeps saying it. She didn't just say it once. She said it numerous times now.
I mean, but really anything. If you're careful, it's not going
Oh, boy.
So you just tripled down there, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
like what? There's nothing I can say.
Well, no, you really said it all.
That's terrible.
You will eat anything
Yes.
in your bed.
Yes.
And there's nothing you won't eat.
If you're careful, it
Won't go everywhere.
it's not messy. Like, think about it.
I am.
You know, like a rice cake, for example. Okay? You know, they can get messy. Like, you take a bite and then it just all can get
It can what?
Okay, it just, there's,
It's the hand gestures, Jenny.
I know.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Now it's time
Housekeeping? Come back in an hour.
for some housekeeping.
Housekeeping, you want towels? More towels. Need sleep.
On the morning hot tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Housekeeping, you want mint for pillow? Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God.
All right, some different headlines to share with you guys. We may have to turn down the music for a sec, Brady.
Sure, yeah.
Because it's now been surveyed that 2 to 4% of people can hear the world hum. A humming in the background, which never ceases.
Okay, here we go.
okay.
So turn on the music, see if we can
What's
hear
the
it.
percentage, sorry?
2 to 4% of the world
Okay,
population.
everyone quiet down. Let's see if we can hear it.
Okay.
No,
No, that's you,
What's
Rush.
you? What was that?
Nice try, though.
Oh,
I kind of hear something, but I think it's my headphones.
okay. No, we're gonna.
Jenny, we gotta
we have to
focus.
try and
Yeah,
listen
yeah,
for
yeah.
at least
Sorry.
10 seconds.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Jenny. We
Jenny,
can't.
I can't focus
do
on the silence. I can't tell if I can hear
Do
it.
it on your own time.
Yeah, no, I believe there's probably a world hum.
Sure, yeah,
That
absolutely.
would make sense.
I wonder if certain parts of the world hears it more than another part would. I don't know. Like, I would imagine if you're like downtown Tokyo, it would be harder to hear
Oh, yeah.
than out in the middle of the wilderness
Right.
somewhere.
I would
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
So 2 to 4%. Rush, do some math. 8 billion people in the world. How many people is that?
Oh, very few.
Very few, Scott. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Good
Yep,
answer.
no problem.
Way to dodge that one.
Yeah.
It is Snack Food Month,
Yeah.
like you guys didn't know.
Right.
90% of respondents admit that they're snackers. But here are the most unusual snacks that was put on this list that I can't even understand where people are going with this. Pringles and whipped cream.
That's not a
what?
good combination.
Whipped cream.
It's a snack for people.
Does it matter what kind of Pringles, I wonder?
Huh. Well, you do have the sweet and salty, but it's
Yeah.
weird. The textures might not be bad. That might not be terrible.
Okay, there you go.
No.
Cereal and orange juice.
No, I don't like that.
No.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Cheese, quesadilla, and bananas.
Oh my God! Why together? These are all together.
They're all
Yes.
together, yes.
No.
Yeah, you need more of a
These are
crunch with the cheese.
No.
No, it's just things off the list. He's just reading 2 at a time. Just for fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Just go. Cheese quesadillas.
Yeah.
Bananas.
Just go through the list faster this way. Yeah.
Apples with salt and pepper.
So literally everything on this list is a sweet and salty combination.
Right.
Yeah. So I hate all of them.
Okay.
Except
Jenny,
the ones
you like
do.
sweet and salty.
Vanilla ice cream and soy sauce.
No.
No.
Vanilla ice cream, soy
I'm not
sauce.
opposed to trying it.
Sure, you can try all these things. They'd probably be fine.
But there's like I would not try cereal and orange juice. That I don't like cereal and orange juice.
It's just they can't be a good
Sugary.
combination.
No.
That's weird.
Another orange juice here. Orange juice and Oreos.
No.
No.
Also weird.
Yeah.
Also weird.
No.
It's weird that you that somebody actually tried these and thought, oh, I think this could be good.
But at least those are both sweet. If there was any combo on this
Yeah.
list,
Orange
I'd
juice
try that
and,
one first.
Oreos, yeah.
Yeah.
And Jenny, again, you do like sweet and salty.
do you have examples? Brady?
Oh, sure, yeah.
No.
Chicago
No.
mix, yum yum pickles and grilled cheese sandwiches, glossette raisins, Hawaiian pizza, peanut butter and jam, chips and mango salsa, Rob's backstage popcorn, strawberry salad with goat cheese and sweet balsamic, and sweet chili sauce.
Yeah.
Just to name a few.
Just to name a couple.
Yeah.
The list just kept growing. Why don't I
Yeah.
keep my mouth shut?
Put on Pringles and whipped cream.
Yeah,
And finally, well, this is kind of interesting. Trips to Disney World have become so complicated that families now are apparently paying to take classes on how to plan their trip.
Oh my God.
Because there's so much to do and so many
it's true,
discounts
though.
and so many days
Yeah.
you should be there, or times
I
you
have a
should
question.
go.
Yeah.
And
Is it Disney that's putting on the classes? Because if it is, they're just making even more money.
That's insane.
Probably.
Man, I can see
Sure.
them doing it.
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
We're going to make things very confusing, but don't worry. We'll offer you a class that you can pay for to
I also
understand
think
what we're doing.
they'd have to be online before you leave for the trip, right? So I think that would be how
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, like we did a Disney cruise last year,
Yeah.
and we had somebody like he's a Disney agent basically,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been on all the Disney cruise. And I don't know how we would have gotten where we were
Right.
or done the things,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
known all the little ins and outs and when to register for this.
Did
and
you
so
have
on.
to pay him?
No,
Oh.
he gets.
It was part of the deal.
It's part of the deal,
Okay.
and Disney, I think, pays him, and he gets trips. And I
Sure.
don't really know how it works, to
Right.
be honest.
You're
But
just a commission,
without
probably.
him, we would have been so lost from the beginning.
Right.
So, and that's just a cruise. You're only going one place,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So for people who are trying to do X amount of parks and I
And you
can't
could say,
imagine.
"Oh, we did everything we wanted to do," but you might not know 100 other things you could have done.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
And just to
exactly.
maximize your time, right?
And then to know what, like, if you're going to this park, some stuff is included and not, and you have to show up at this time and register here and get in that line
Fast
and get
passes
this
for
bracelet.
that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's so
It can be
convoluted.
confusing, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think it's a great idea.
Sure.
yeah,
I think we should have this in our lives just for everything.
planners.
Just like at the grocery store, have some guy at the door going, "All right, you want to go down to the left there, get the bananas, turn right, and get the meat's on sale this week." And I go, "Oh, thanks very much, appreciate all that."
So if everybody had one, what a mess when you walk in the
Wow.
door.
So just an
There's all
assistant
these
for
people
everyone.
standing there. Everybody has
No,
their
you
own
have- you
agent
have
who's
the-
telling them what to do.
You have the option, just like this Disney thing. You
Yeah.
have the
Yeah.
option not to take it.
Oh, no,
if
but
you
there'd be a
want
lot
to.
of them there, or there'd be a lineup. This isn't good.
I kind of like. No, I like this. But it has to be like an old man with a beard and a staff, you know. And he has to be like very wise and experienced.
And the staff?
Right? Yeah, he's got a staff.
Yeah.
like a walking
He
stick.
could even sit in a throne.
Sure.
And just point with his cane where to go.
He's nonverbal. Yeah, he just points.
Does he have special powers?
No, of course he works at the grocery store. But if you want to know where
Grocery
the
powers.
panko is, he'll just point.
Haven't you ever
Breadcrumbs
been-
are often hard to find in the
I
grocery
know.
store.
There, you never know.
They're not exact. They're not where they should be.
No,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And why don't they put it in multiple spots?
Right?
This
They,
is the
they
question.
should. Yes.
Exactly.
It should be in the bread department.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it also should be with the spices and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sometimes it's with like baking
In
stuff.
bacon,
which-
like
Yeah.
that's every grocery store has their breadcrumbs
different.
in a different place. Uh-huh.
And now you don't want the wizard showing you where to go?
right.
maybe that's the reason I have a wizard.
Got his long finger with you know the yellowed
Why did
fingernails.
he become a wizard?
And he's got a long shawl on, but it's
Of course
just
he
got
does.
produce all over it.
And he's giving you coupons.
Oh my God.
20%
The
off. Enjoy
coupon
your
wizard.
day.
I love him.
The floor around him is just littered with like goldfish residue.
What's his name?
Koopy.
Koopy.
Koopy. Okay.
Sure.
Now
The
he's
grocery
little.
store wizard.
Now he's little. This is
He's very small now. Yeah.
Sure.
But a big
sure
staff.
he is, yeah. It's almost like Santa, but it's year round.
Right.
And there he is.
Yeah, kids, go take your picture with Koopy.
He's become adorable.
Yes, he's more like a gnome.
Yeah, he is.
Wow, we're on to something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Thanks, Disney.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
What's up? What's going on?
No.
What?
Is there...
You guys not feeling
You
good?
forgot about it? Well, then just
Something
forget
going
it.
on?
Oh, are you guys not up for it?
Nah.
We don't have to do it today.
Thank
Nuts!
Now it's time to play
It's Borat.
Brady's on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Hey guys,
Hi.
are we doing good this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun. It's Brady's Game of Joy, where
think we
every
are.
week I make the rules and they got to do whatever I say. Look, I keep getting messages from people and family and friends being like, "Hey, aren't you like afraid of AI eventually taking your job?" To which I say, "No, AI can't do what we do, especially like the humor part, right? You ever ask ChatGPT to write a stand-up comedy set?
Oh God, here we go.
It's
Come
terrible.
on,
No,
boy,
it's
help
it's terribly unfunny.
I bet
it
it is.
can't do it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're naturally gifted.
Oh, boy.
Hilarious, some might say. We can make anything funny, even an AI stand-up comedy set.
Oh, boy.
And that's what you guys are going to do today. Yeah. So I've had AI create 60-second stand-up sets for each of you.
60 seconds.
Oh, that's so long, Brady.
And you're going to perform these sets. Now, there will be a winner today. You got to try to sell your stand-up comedy set. Okay, Mahler, yours is on its way. You're going to perform it, try to get as many laughs as possible. There will be one winner. Keep in mind, this is all in your delivery.
I can't do this.
Why?
I believe in you.
You can absolutely do this. Guys, you're going to be amazing, okay? Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I've never read any of this. I don't. Okay. Hey, folks. You know, parenting teenagers is like starring in a sitcom where the laugh track is replaced by eye rolls.
That's true, though.
With 4 of them, it's a circus. The monkeys have smartphones, and the pandas demand the Wi-Fi.
Oh, you're losing them.
I asked my oldest, Piper, for the remote and got a look like I asked her to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. You know, as a radio host, you know, chaos is my jam, but nothing prepares you for the teenage angst. It's like hosting a talk show where the guests are all going through an identity crisis. But hey, when I get a moment, you'll find me glued to the TV for some sanity. And basketball, watching a game with 4 teenagers is like trying to referee a wrestling match between rival factions. Drama, tension, and someone always ends up grounded. In conclusion, juggling parenting, radio hosting, TV binge watching, and basketball fandom with teenagers is like trying to balance on a unicycle while juggling flaming torches. Challenging, absurd, and occasionally cinching your eyebrows. Thanks, folks. You've been a great audience.
Essentially just a bunch of scenarios.
So you wrapped it up.
It's good.
All right. Well, that was cool.
That was really good. Wow. Really,
It's
really
interesting
strong.
that all of your hobbies and your interests were included in there, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, that was cool.
And I wish I could speak.
No, that was really good. I think you sold it really well. Wow. And now, Rush, you're up. Oh. Yeah. So if you'll check your email, you'll get that there. That was a really good sell job there, Mahler. I thought you did, you really punched it up.
Did I?
Yeah.
That was terrible. I just realized I never want to do stand-up.
Yeah.
No. I
Ever now.
know.
When I was younger, I used to think, oh, maybe I could do that. There's no way.
It is one of the
No.
hardest
It's tough. Of
jobs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Particularly when you go in cold and you've never read anything before.
All right, Rush, you ready?
No.
Excellent. Here we go.
Hey, folks. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rush, the proud husband of Lisa, the eternal optimist who believes in me even when I can't find the remote. And yeah, I'm the guy who still supports the Toronto Maple Leafs because apparently I enjoy heartbreak as a hobby. Watching the Leafs play is like watching a sitcom. You laugh, you cry, and then you wonder why you keep coming back for more.
What if you laugh? It doesn't make sense.
All right, now let's talk brains. I'm so smart, I make Einstein look like a toddler with a calculator. Now, being a genius has its downsides, though, like trying to explain the concept of carry the one to someone who thinks the calculators are just for decorations.
Oh, they didn't like that.
I didn't like that.
It's just...
In conclusion, being Rush means loving Lisa, supporting the Leafs, being a genius, and exuding confidence like it's going out of style.
It's not even funny.
It's like juggling chainsaws while walking a tightrope. Dangerous, exhilarating, and occasionally ending with a bang. Thanks, folks. You've been a fantastic audience.
Wow.
Well, first of all, I'm suing you because I had a lot of the same
That
setups.
was
I
very,
got to
very
be honest.
similar. I don't know what happened to the audience with mine.
Yeah, they didn't like
they
it.
didn't
They
like
just didn't, think it was funny.
Everything's
important.
like a sitcom.
Yeah. This is
And everything goes back to juggling. Why is it they really, really like
does,
juggling?
yeah.
And I don't know why.
It's important
Okay.
to know these are not our acts.
Yeah,
No.
no, this is Chat GPT creating stand-up comedy acts for you guys. Jenny, you got yours?
Yeah, my mouth hurts from laughing. Though. Give me a
Good,
second.
okay.
I'm guessing yours starts, hey, folks.
No, it doesn't.
Oh! Okay. You ready?
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Hey, everyone. I'm Jenny, proud mom to an 11-year-old who's already mastered eye rolling. So I'm a golf enthusiast, hit 3 hole-in-ones, but who's counting?
Sure, your laugh button works for her.
It's like winning the lottery, except instead of cash, I get bragging rights at the clubhouse. And let's talk about cheese.
What a segue.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like a cheese aficionado, swirling cheddar like it's fine wine. They say laughter is the best medicine, but have they tried a good cheese platter? It's like therapy on a cracker.
So dumb.
Oh, and my husband Derek, he's my personal comedian. Sorry. Last time he tried to cook, we almost had a barbecue in the kitchen. But hey, at least we got a good laugh out of it.
So bad. What does that mean?
In conclusion, being Jenny means juggling golf
Why
cheese,
juggling? Why is juggling always in there?
golf cheese, and a husband who's funnier than he thinks. It's like hitting a hole-in-one in the game of life. Unexpected, hilarious, and always worth celebrating.
None of that is funny.
Thanks for the laugh, folks.
Oh, you got a folks.
Wow, there's your folks.
Oh,
Wow.
oh boy.
Man, that's just
That was so
See,
bad.
I think our jobs are okay. Mahler, you're going to win today. I think
Congratulations.
yeah,
What?
Well done.
Oh,
Wow.
no, no.
Well, I
no.
didn't get any laughter.
Yeah, it was just dead silent
I
for Rush.
Just juggling.
I
Everything is
also love at
about
the
juggling.
end that it says the audience bursts into laughter and applause as
Yeah.
Jenny takes a bow and exits the
And they
stage.
I have that too.
Yeah.
There's a sound effect for that. There it is.
Oh, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
You've been a
Thanks,
great
folks.
audience.
Thanks, folks.
Tip your service.
Coming up next, juggling.
There you go. Brady's Game of Joy. I'm not sure what that was.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Some people say it's impossible to pick their favorite child. Mm-hmm. Some people say it's not. Okay. But something that is actually really hard. Someone on social media asked people, you were offered the chance to flip a coin, okay? Tails gets you $1 billion. Heads gives you continuous incurable hiccups for your entire life.
Wow.
And not flipping the coin guarantees you both.
Guarantees both.
Yes.
So that you get hiccups
Yeah.
and 50
And
billion.
50
Wow,
billion.
that's a juicy one.
Right? Or $1 billion.
Oh,
$1 billion.
$1 billion. Okay, yeah.
What do you choose?
Okay, so go through this again.
So you get, here's the coin.
This is tough.
On one side, you get hiccups for life.
Hiccups for life.
Yeah, and
On
no
the
money.
Other, and no money. The other side, you get $1 billion and no hiccups.
Uh-huh.
Or if you don't flip the coin, you get both.
Man, I might just not flip the coin, and then I'll just
I
have
think
hiccups
would it
forever.
become your norm?
I
Like anything, like I always use it's like living on train tracks.
what a
you just don't hear
reputation
the
to have
train.
to be
Yeah.
the hiccuping billionaire.
Yeah,
you know what I
but
mean?
like-
Everywhere you go, there'd be stories of
But
the
can you
hiccuping
imagine
billionaire.
eating, like food and then
How
you're
you
just
figure
like,
it out?
would you? Or are
Yeah.
you like choking? Or are you not able to enjoy your meals?
You time it out. You know, there's like a beat in your life,
Yeah.
like a hook, and
oh
then
God, your
Honestly,
whole life.
with what you can do for everybody else, like
For $1
my
billion?
wife, for your kids, for your family,
Yeah.
for everybody, so I wouldn't flip it. I'm not taking the chances. If I could have $1 billion and what that could do,
Yeah, you're coming up with ways to just sort of handle
Yeah.
it emotionally.
Yeah.
and
Because
I'm not flipping it and running the risk of not being able to do that when I have
Right.
the opportunity. So yeah, I would just.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
don't want to take this down like super dark road, but you also hear of people who have like ailments like this or things like this where it can really affect your mental health,
Sure.
right?
Yes.
So do you?
Yeah, but I got the resources to
This is
take
what
care
I'm
of
saying.
it.
So do you?
You know?
Then you have your own breath work coach and your own meditation coach and
Well,
your
we
own.
have to assume,
you know?
though, that you have these no matter what.
What about
That-
sleeping though?
I'll tell you what is really going to affect your
Figure it
mental
out.
health. Looking back for weeks,
Thinking
months,
about
and
$1
years
billion?
at that day you had that choice
Okay,
to
well,
make.
I'll tell you what everybody said. 57% of people would flip the coin. So the
Really?
majority, mainly for the chance to skate with $1 billion and without constant hiccups forever. And about 43% of people would accept the hiccups if it meant they'd be a billionaire.
No, that's so dumb.
Again, there's
Why would
no
you-
holding your breath, no scaring the hiccups away, no biting
Mm-hmm.
on a lemon, none of that stuff. They're normal hiccups, but they're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
One person said, I don't even care about the money, I just don't want the hiccups. It would suck a lot, but $1 billion can change so
Yes.
many lives.
If you have the possibility to get $1 billion, you take the billion.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
I think you just do.
Yeah.
I think sleeping would be tough, but you would get used to it, I think.
You just knock yourself out. You'd
Yeah.
have to
Did
get
you
some sort
hiccup
of sleep aid.
in your sleep? Is that possible? Can
Yeah,
people hiccup in their
apparently.
I think
sleep?
you do.
Apparently,
Really?
because there's
Yeah.
people who actually do have hiccups constantly.
Yeah.
for years.
It does happen.
Yeah.
So they're alive and
Think about the lengths we'll go to, though, when we do have the hiccups
Mm-hmm.
to get rid of them. Like, we're standing on our heads, we're, drinking upside down, doing
I
all the
haven't
things.
had,
That's
like,
how annoying they are.
I'll hiccup sometimes, and at the most, it'll be 3
Me
hiccups.
too.
Really?
I'm
And then
the
that's
same.
it.
I never
I
get
haven't
them.
had hiccups that, they won't go away. That
I
hasn't
get
happened
them
to me.
so rarely that it surprises me. I'm like, oh, I haven't had the hiccups in a long time.
I'll get them
Yeah.
sometimes if I when I just start drinking. But it's like I'm
Oh.
not drunk or anything. I
No.
just somehow get hiccup. I don't know why.
Carbonated something, maybe?
Maybe. And by the way, you can totally get hiccups in all sleep stages, including REM.
Sure.
And during REM sleep, it's not regular. It's not like
Oh, okay.
It's all completely random.
Weird.
Yeah, you just have a
Okay.
random.
Okay. Hiccups are cute, though.
So
I mean, not if you had them your whole
no,
life.
I
like
don't
that
think I
would
would do. So did
become
all
less
of us
cute.
decide that we aren't flipping the coin?
I'm not flipping the coin. I'm taking the money
I'm
and the
not-
we're
hiccups.
taking them both?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Money
Okay.
and the hiccups. I can deal with hiccups.
Yeah, it's too much of
We
a
think
chance
we
that I
could,
could
but-
have
Look, I only got
no
like, what,
payoff.
50, 60 years left. I can do that. Hiccups for 50, 60 years.
Somebody just
Sure.
said, I get hiccups if I eat rice too fast. I have no idea why.
You should have taken the billion. I don't know what to tell you. See, that's the thing, though, is you can just develop hiccups.
How-
So why wouldn't I just...
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
yeah.
How many times have you quickly eaten rice to realize that was the issue?
You ever had
True.
really good Chinese
and
food? I get it.
But comparing it to other things, to be
Yeah.
like, oh, when I eat too fast, I
Yeah.
get it.
Right.
No, it's not just. It's when I
Specifically
eat
rice.
rice too fast.
Yeah, no, I get that. I've had that happen. Not hiccups, but it does something to my throat.
Oh, no.
When I know I have a lot of throat things. And like, because I've talked about, like, I get grape throat, chocolate throat. They're all real throat things. And yeah, I can see that if I eat Chinese food too fast, it does something to my.
That's weird.
I know.
That's weird. That's
And it's
so
just
specific.
Chinese food for some reason.
It's not. It can't be.
You
It
understood
is.
what I was saying.
Of course.
Okay. Because it's a weird thing to be like, oh, when I eat rice too fast,
Yes.
I get hiccups.
Oh,
but what
somebody
about
else-
if you eat
Just
pasta
Chinese
too
food.
fast? No, just rice.
Do you ever get a weird, like, blockage throat thing when you eat Chinese food? Please text us. I need to know I'm not alone.
Maybe you just love Chinese food and eat.
And I might eat it too fast.
And
It's
it's blocking
There's
your
possible.
something
throat.
specific about Chinese food that makes.
I think that could be the MSG or something.
Okay.
Do they still use MSG? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I didn't think
Oh,
MSG was
somebody
bad
just
for you
asked me
anymore.
to
I think they
explain-
thought it
No,
was, and now it's not. I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody just asked me to explain grape throat
No,
and chocolate throat.
we don't need to
Super
do that.
easy.
We gotta run.
No,
We're
I got
short
to
on time.
explain it. If you eat
Oh my
grapes,
God.
it coats your throat and
Yeah.
it feels like dry but kind of coated at the same time.
We don't need to be
Please,
here.
Jenny.
And it's grape throat. It doesn't last for a whole
Save
like
it
a long
for the
time.
podcast
chocolate
and not
throat
our
is the same
podcast.
thing. But it's further
Start a
back.
podcast.
Yeah.
The chocolate throat is further back and it's dry and I always have to cough.
You should have a podcast called Jenny's Throat.
Yeah.
No, maybe you shouldn't.
So many people sign up, listen for 5 minutes, and
Yeah.
unsubscribe.
No.
Or it's
I'm
the
out.
most relatable podcast ever. You
No,
guys don't
no,
know.
it's not
Yeah,
that.
I don't know.
No.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.